channel, Automotive Questions and Answers on the channel. So I'm Zachary. Thank you for tuning in to another YouTube live here on the channel, guys. And as soon as I bring up the channel on my computer, I can see the chat. So I hope everyone's having a great Sunday and everything is going nicely for you. As you see right here on my table, is like a summary of my week. Really, it has been that busy, everyone. It is it's fun. Let's go with that. That's the answer for today. It's been fun. Okay? And we have a lot more videos coming up this week because the fun just doesn't stop with this week. I have, well, sadly, uh, I did one bank. Now, everyone that knows V8 engines, I did one bank, and a V8 engine has two banks. So sadly, I have to do the other bank now and get that all set. Let me get this camera straight for you guys. Right now, it looks like the camera is all fuzzy. There we go. Let's see if that's better right there for you guys. Let's see. Here I am. All right. We'll see if that goes in and corrects that. Or maybe it's just my screen. So, CR, good evening, my brother. Hope your day is going good. What is up, brother? Yeah, it's going all right. You know, not too bad. I want to welcome all the new subscribers and members to the channel, of course, and we're gonna jump right into this. The Jeep project is quite fun. As you can see, as I showed you guys last week, we took the timing out and everything of the Jeep, and we got it back in, reset, got the engine started, and sadly, I only did bank one. I did not do bank two of that head gasket replacement, believing that it was okay. Hey, CR, can you help me out, brother? Do you see a blur on your screen at all? Let me know, please. Just so I know it's just my screen. So, all right. So I took the engine apart, and now, Howard, what is up, brother? Good to see you again, man. Happy Sunday to you as well. So, I got to strip the engine down again, unfortunately, on bank two this time, and replace that. So, a little tip for you guys when doing a V6 or V8 head gasket replacement: either A, check your compression on all your banks. All right, CR, awesome. Thank you, brother. Either A, check the compression on both banks. That way you know which ones are actually failing and which ones aren't. Or B, option B, just replace them both right off the get-go and don't waste your time. Because unfortunately, that's what's happening to me now. So that's slowing me down by a couple days. And I still have the Malibu project. Then, on top of that, now let's talk about a little challenge here, guys, because remember, November 7th, my family and I want to leave for Arizona to see my mom for Thanksgiving. And now I have to finish this head gasket, finish another engine replacement, and then on top of that, another engine rebuild, which is why I got my new toy right here, my air drill. My air drill I got only to use with my new engine home. So if you guys want to know how to hone out your cylinders, okay, get those cylinder walls all beautiful looking again, especially if you have a glaze like I do on the 2006 Jeep Grand Cherokee with the 3.7 V6 engine, we're going to go ahead and hone out those cylinders really nice. So the guy I'm doing that rebuild for is gonna love it. Now, guys, remember when it comes to this like in-depth stuff, to do an engine hone, I'm actually gonna pull the block out of the Jeep Grand Cherokee that is in right now. Now, I went ahead and took both the heads already off. And now it's just sitting there. The block is connected to the transmission. So what I'm going to do is disconnect the transmission, disconnect the flywheel bolts that you have. Never forget those, guys. And then go ahead and pull the block all the way out. I'm going to set it up right here in the garage after I clean up a bit, right? And we're going to set it on the engine stand to go heyday on this engine. Get this thing looking beautiful for this customer of ours that we're rebuilding the engine for. Now, we're putting in new pistons, piston rings, wrist pins, everything. And now this engine's going to be brand new after we're done with this rebuild. And I'm going to show you guys, because I'm going to record each and every part of this rebuild, how easy this is, okay? It is one bolt at a time, okay? I need to recharge this. But it's one bolt at a time, guys. You know, a lot of people get overwhelmed with all the work that these engines take. You know, and yeah, they take a lot of work. That's why no one wants to do it. Okay? So I am looking at another thing, another episode I'm wanting to actually do. It's on a specific company called Protect My Car, and it's an insurance or like a warranty you can get on your car for everyone that doesn't feel like fixing their cars, you know, because they definitely run across the people that do want to fix their cars, and then other people that see how much in-depth work these cars take just to get it done, and they're like, you know what, I'm not doing this. So man, I am just now looking at my camera, seeing everything that you guys see in my garage. And if you don't think this is a busy garage, I don't know what garages you've seen before. Now, I see right there, we see a new water heater right here. On top of all my episodes this week, our hot water heater went out in the house. So, yes, awesome. Really cool at the end of October, having nothing but cold water. So, that's really fun. We're going to get that replaced. Unfortunately, I've told my wife numerous times, and I've let her know, darling, nowhere in our marriage, dating, courting, anything like that have I ever sold you on the idea I am anything but a mechanic. I'm not a plumber nor a carpenter, but she still challenges me. I love it. So nothing better than a challenge, right, guys? So, how is everyone doing on this Sunday? How is your automotive? How's your vehicles? Are there any questions? Are there any concerns? Do you have any engine codes that we can sort out today and get you guys all sorted out back on the road? Hopefully at the same time I get this Jeep Grand Cherokee back on the road as well. Yes, that'd be great. On top of the Jeep Grand Cherokee, remember I still have the Malibu project. That hasn't changed since last week. It still needs an engine. And, you know, I've always played with the idea, you know, if it is seized, all you have to do really is take both the heads off. And now it is the 3.7? 3.5 V6 engine is a Chevy, so they're big 3,500 engines. You know, what you could do if someone said that the engine was locked up, you could pull out the spark plugs, pull the heads, and dump some oil on top. Now, if you go lefty-loosey with the crank pulley instead of righty-tighty like you normally would, which is clockwise, go counterclockwise, and usually you can free up the pistons from getting in a seized location. So I was able to do that on the Jeep Grand Cherokee I'm working on because the timing was so bad, okay? Was so bad. There was stuff hitting each other, like hitting each other. And I didn't mean to actually hit my laptop there, so if it didn't crack. If it did, I'd be like, oh, Xavian, why did you crack my laptop again? Ah! Which him and Darius are playing outside, so hopefully you guys are picking that up on that brand new mic I got, so you guys could hear all that. That's awesome. All right, Howard, we have a problem on a 2001 Chrysler Town & Country, ladies and gentlemen, a 3.3 liter V6 engine, which is always nice in a Town & Country, an intermittent 1684 engine code. Okay, so let's go ahead and look that up. We got a 1684 in a Chrysler. Nice. So let us see. There's a power interruption to the TCM, which is your transmission control module. If you are getting a power interruption and it's intermittent, okay, the first thing I would look for is the connector. Okay, on that 2001 Chrysler Town & Country, you're going to find that connector that I'm talking about for the transmission valve body to the right of your radiator. If you're looking in your engine, look to the right. Okay, you have your coolant reservoir, and look right by that. You're going to see the connector. Check that right there, Howard. You probably have a loose connector or there is water in that connector. So what I would do is pull that connector off, of course, taking the negative side of the battery off first, okay? Take the negative side of the battery off, take that connector off, spray some compressed air in there just in case there is any water. And if you have any spray dielectric grease, go ahead and spray that in there so it doesn't get any water on it, and to protect it from any oxidation as well. So that's really important, to protect your electronics from oxidation, guys. A lot of people forget about that. But remember, oxidation is the enemy to electronics.
Hey, Daddy.
Hey, handsome.
I'm trying to find dump truck.
Your dump truck?
Yeah.
Is it outside?
No, it's inside.
Oh, it's inside. Okay. Good stuff, bud. So there you go, guys. As you see.
Hi, Daddy.
Hey,
I
bud.
got my dump truck.
All right. Yeah.
You recording?
Oh, yeah, I'm recording, but it's okay, bud.
Okay, I say my button.
All right, handsome. Love you. So there you go, guys. As you see, I not only have to, know how to, work on vehicles, but you always get interrupted, or not really interrupted, but a sidetrack question every now and then by your children. I count it as something to keep you on the game. Anyone can work on cars. But how many people can work on cars and answer children's questions at the same time? That is also a key reason why there is not a bring your kid to work day when you work as a mechanic. No. So, that's where I would check first, Howard, with your intermittent engine code 1684. For anyone that does see that also on your own vehicles, it's not just limited to the Chrysler or the Mopar vehicles either. Okay. not having your connector have a solid connection due to, any oxidation or water on your connector, I mean, that can take out a lot of things. In the newer vehicles, they're becoming even more sensitive when it comes to getting the correct amount of voltage. Okay, so that's a huge thing, because the older vehicles, they'd be okay with 11.5, 11.2 fluctuation in your voltage, by going lower than a 12 volts, but no longer. That's not the case anymore. The newer vehicles are very, very dependent on the voltage that they are getting from the alternator and the battery. Okay, so remember, a battery is still needed in your vehicle even after it starts. Okay, because an alternator, its excess voltage it's creating, it sends over to the battery to recharge that. Now, if you have a bad battery, the alternator will spend all of its energy trying to recharge that battery, and it will let the rest of the car die. Okay? It's crazy. All right, Howard, did all that. Is it possible that it's a grounding issue elsewhere? Absolutely. And a lot of people forget about how important the grounds are in their vehicle. I mean, you have a ground for your power control module, for your main power control module. You have a ground for your left bank and a ground for your right bank. Okay? Each one has a ground, and they're very important. I actually wrote a blog about how important a ground is. And here, let's see if I can pull it up on the selllessflippingcars.com for everyone that didn't know. We also have a website, and the website pretty much works in conjunction with the YouTube channel. So let me see here. I'm gonna try to bring this up, and I'm gonna share it in the chat section. How does a ground wire increase horsepower? There we go. Now, before I came to the realization that a lot of people like watching videos and not reading, I actually wrote quite a bit of blogs about. There we go. How to get the link for you guys. There you go. I went ahead and shared that in the chat with you guys. So if you ever get bored one day, or you just want to see what blogs we do have on the website, go ahead and go over this. Go ahead and go over. It's a tongue twister, I know. Go ahead and go over to the website, guys, and check out all the blogs that we have on there. You never know, it might be something that catches your interest. And but we do continue on the videos, but I do want to actually put a lot of the blogs that I did write into a video format, because I think a lot of them would be pretty fun to do. But Howard, this blog article in particular, I think would catch your interest. The ground wires on a vehicle, because vehicles now are so reliant on the voltage, it's actually shown, and that's why I put into the article with references and everything. I got so used to it when I was doing college, right? I put references in there for you guys, just in case you didn't believe me, that getting a better ground wire will actually increase your horsepower on the newer age vehicles, because now you are giving them a reliant ground. Okay? If it doesn't have a reliant ground, your vehicle loses horsepower. It loses power, it loses fuel, it loses electronic capabilities, because it doesn't have the correct amount of voltage it's supposed to. So, who would be interested in, getting a better ground on their vehicle? Well, I would say everyone that has a vehicle that is 2015 or older. Why do I say 2015? Because you know what? Unless you live by the ocean, like, here in Virginia, oxidation doesn't go as quickly as you would think, right? Unless you live by the ocean where you'd get a salt spray. Then that'll oxidize your vehicle really quick, just as much as if you were up north and they were putting salt on the roads. So, which is also pretty crazy. Everyone needs to watch out for that because I actually had to replace a subframe on a Jeep Grand Cherokee that came from New York because of how much salt that was on the roads. What's up, brother? Jackson says hi. He opened your stream on his own. He's trying to give you a sign, brother. He's trying to give you a sign that, you know what, maybe you should be on the stream. I don't know. You never know. So, but hopefully that'll actually help you out there, Howard. Every time, when it's an intermittent code, it's always a connector or a electronic issue. But I think you're on the right track, brother. Go after the ground and see if all your grounds are good. Now, one ground a lot of people forget about, especially on the 2001. Hold on just a second. Let me double check the transmission you have in that one. Chrysler Town and Country transmission model. What's a 4-speed automatic? No, of course. Let me see here, guys. 1 second. That's definitely the one. Okay. So yeah, you check that ground that you have on the side of that transmission, Howard. It'll be on the driver's side wheel well. It should be like a 4-gauge wire hooked to the side cover plate of the transmission. Check that ground. And not only check for tightness either, okay? Check for oxidation in the cable, okay? Because if oxidation gets in the cable, remember, oxidation is voltage worst enemy, okay? It comes to Ohm's law on that one. So, all right. But yeah, all right. So that's what we're looking at with that. So the Jeep Grand Cherokee, the burgundy one, will actually be finished tomorrow when I go ahead and do bank 2 head replacement on that one. Malibu new engine, and the other Jeep Grand Cherokee project with the V6, that'll be getting rebuilt this week. We'll be pulling the block, so definitely stay tuned for those videos. Save me, my goodness. All right. Stay tuned for those videos coming out as well with pulling the block, doing the engine hone on that block, and also getting it all cleaned up, ready for the rebuild. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to leave the oil pan and all that mess to when we get out, because we're going to go ahead and put it on the engine stand. We're going to spin it. We're going to go to town. I'm telling you, it's going to look beautiful, guys. I'm looking forward to it. So, what other questions you guys have tonight? It is Sunday, and as you hear, it's kind of busy over here, but it's okay. Yeah, so tell you a little bit more about my week. I had to do deal with that Jeep. I got to deal with the hot water heater. We also have electricians over at the house because our house is a bit old. It was built in the 40s, and my wife loves, doing the whole fixer-upper thing. And yeah, I did not know all the history that came in houses. Right now we're replacing the copper wiring, which in the 70s, I guess there was a copper shortage and there was aluminum wiring. So we have that in the house. We have the old glass fuses in the house, which is cool. But I mean, we've updated since then, but I don't know. I mean, how cool is that? Have the glass fuses, right? Have something from the 30s and the 40s, and just awesome history, right? But that history also you can see in the automotive world. How often do you think gears are changed on a vehicle, right? Every time that they rebuild one of these engines, they're not recreating the wheel. It's the same idea. And I was able to notice that the difference in between the 2005 Jeep Grand Cherokee and the 2008 Jeep Grand Cherokee. Okay? Both 4.7 liter V8 engines, the same engine. But tell me, one serpentine belt fit one of the engines, but it didn't fit the other. I don't understand. All right, I looked at it for hours, and I'm like, this is just it's bugging, Howard, thanks. Looking forward to engine rebuild videos. You are most welcome, brother. And yes, definitely stay tuned for those because those are going to be so fun. I got a lot of videos to make all before November 7th, before we leave for Phoenix. But if you guys have not hit the subscribe button and the bell icon, okay, make sure you hit the bell icon. That way you are notified of all the videos and shorts that I release in the future. Which lately I've been playing around with the shorts. I'm going to be honest, guys. I've been playing around with them. I've been doing the full episodes as well, okay? But I've been playing around with the shorts and just answering one question in the 15-second video it gives you. And it's fun, right? So I've been releasing quite a few of those every week, talking about, 9 to 15 of them a week. And the full episodes, they're a bit longer, right? They take longer to edit and get out there to you guys, but I've been trying to stick to 2 full episodes a week while still doing the YouTube Live. Now, just to let you guys know, the YouTube Live for next week, we will not be having it, okay? Look at your calendars. It is October 31st, and hey, I got kids, and it's Halloween. It's trick-or-treat night. It's time to go get some chocolate. It's time to go get some treats, make it happen, okay? So that's what we're going to do next Sunday. Hopefully you guys are doing the same. I'm going to put a post next Sunday, okay? Next Sunday on the community tab, and I'm going to tell everyone happy Halloween. But I want you to answer back, okay? With a picture of the costume you wear to Halloween. And you know what? Me and my family will do the same, okay? I'll give you a hint. Xavier thought of the idea. Okay, so he's our 3-year-old. So whatever that tells you, that's going to be what we're dressing up for this year. It's going to be a lot of fun. So definitely, share your Halloween costume with us next Sunday. After you go out, collect all that chocolate with your kids, and hopefully they're not all mad and upset while you're making a video. All right. So, anybody have any other questions tonight? Any other vehicle questions or concerns that you are having on a project that you are working on right now? I will be working more on the projects we have this week. But I know I owe CR a couple videos. They're going live this week, man. My apologies, CR. It's it's been hectic, man. It's been hectic, but I got you. Okay. Um, yes. So definitely stay tuned for all those guys. Um, anyone have any other questions tonight? If not, I'm gonna call it early tonight, guys. As I said, I've been pretty exhausted from the week. Probably go to sleep early tonight and start early again tomorrow. Get this first Jeep up and going. Get a lot of footage for you guys. So definitely stay tuned for all of those videos coming out this week. Check them out. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think of them. And we're going to make it happen. We're going to get some serious repairs out there for you guys to hopefully help you in your repairs on your vehicle as well. And if you are doing, some wrenching on your own, hopefully it helps you make that job a bit easier for you. Remember, guys, if you are working on other people's vehicles and you do have questions, hit me up. Okay, I am here to actually help you guys. So count me as your own personal tech support. All right. So thank you so much, guys, for checking out another great YouTube live right here on the channel. We are gonna enjoy our Sunday today, and I hope you do too as well. So thank you so much, guys. Stay tuned and keep on wrenching, guys. Take care.